Kendall Jenner officially says goodbye. What's really going on? Kendall Jenner is officially saying goodbye, and fans are freaking out. After closing the L'Oréal Paris fashion show in front of a star-studded crowd, a viral moment has fans convinced she's walking away from modeling for good. But here's the twist. What Kendall did after that show might reveal her true next move, and it's not what anyone expected. Is this really the end of Kendall's runway era? Or is she planning something even bigger? Let's dive into the juicy details, because what she just did has the internet buzzing, and it might just change her career forever. But before we get into it, welcome back to Celeb Juices, the channel where we sip the hottest celebrity juice every day. If you love messy pop culture drama, wild fan theories, and exclusive speculation, hit that subscribe button and help us hit our goal of 1,000 subscribers, so you never miss a drop of juice. Now, let's break this story down because Kendall Jenner might be saying goodbye to more than just modeling. The goodbye moment. What really happened in Paris? Kendall Jenner stunned everyone when she closed out the L'Oréal Paris fashion show in Paris, an event packed with A-listers like Jane Fonda, Eva Longoria, Bethany Frankel, and more. Fans noticed Kendall's walk felt emotional, almost symbolic, as if it were a farewell moment. And just when people thought it was another glamorous runway appearance, a viral fan video dropped, showing Kendall leaving her hotel, handing a massive bag of gifts to a devoted fan, and thanking them for their support. She said, "Thank you so much for everything. I love you." It wasn't a quick selfie moment, this was heartfelt. And that emotional exchange sparked instant buzz online. Is Kendall closing this chapter of her career and saying goodbye to the modeling world, gracefully and on her own terms? Many fans think yes, but others believe she's preparing for something even more surprising. And when you hear what she's been quietly planning behind the scenes, it all makes sense. Before we reveal Kendall's next move, let's talk about how fans are reacting, because the internet is completely divided. Some fans are calling it her classy exit, while others think it's a calculated PR move. Let's look at what the fandom is saying. Fan reactions. Goodbye or rebrand. Across TikTok and X, formerly Twitter, the hashtags #Kendall Jenner farewell and #L'Oréal show started trending. One fan posted, "You could see it in her eyes, this was goodbye." Another wrote, "Kendall's too smart to retire without a plan. She's about to rebrand and shock everyone." And that's where things get juicy, because sources close to Kendall say she's been itching for change for months. She's reportedly telling friends that modeling doesn't fulfill her anymore, and she's ready for her next chapter. Fans also noticed how different Kendall's energy has been lately. Less paparazzi moments, more private appearances, and a growing interest in home design. So, could she really be walking away from the runway? Let's be honest, Kendall's already at the top. She's the highest paid model in the world, worth millions, and has conquered every major fashion house, from Chanel to Versace. If anyone could leave the modeling world while still on top, it's Kendall. So what's next? Rumor has it, she's trading the runway for real estate. And the clues are already hiding in plain sight. The new Kendall, interior design queen. This is where the speculation gets wild. Multiple reports claim Kendall Jenner is pivoting into interior design and luxury real estate, flipping multi-million-dollar homes in California. She's allegedly been in talks with Architectural Digest for her own monthly feature, where she'd showcase design projects and curated spaces. And if you've ever seen Kendall's own home, featured in Architectural Digest back in 2020, you know this isn't a random pivot. She has serious taste. Fans still gush about her calm, bohemian living room and vintage-inspired decor. Insiders say Kendall's dream is to buy, design, and flip luxury homes, blending her eye for style with a business empire that doesn't rely on catwalks. Think Kendall Jenner interiors. And honestly, it makes perfect sense. Modeling is demanding, temporary, and often age-sensitive. But interior design, that's timeless. But here's where things get interesting, because some fans think this isn't just a passion pivot. They believe Kendall's move is a subtle rebrand, a way to separate herself from the Kardashian-Jenner chaos, focus on authenticity, and build her own legacy away from the headlines. So, what do you think? Do you believe Kendall is truly saying goodbye to modeling, or just leveling up into a new era? Drop your thoughts below. Team farewell or team rebrand? Why this goodbye makes sense. Let's be real, Kendall has always been the different Jenner. She's private, less flashy, and rarely courts drama compared to her sisters. She doesn't have a billion-dollar beauty brand like Kylie, or a law journey like Kim, but she's always had a quiet strength in knowing who she is. Stepping away from modeling could be her boldest move yet, because it shows control. She's not being pushed out, she's leaving while she's still winning. And it's not the first time a supermodel made a move like this. Remember Gisele Bündchen stepping away from runway at her peak to focus on family and business. Or Tyra Banks, who reinvented herself through media and mentorship. Kendall could be next in that line, crafting her own post-runway empire. But it also raises questions. Will she stay out of the spotlight? Or is she planning a huge reveal, maybe even a Netflix series showing her new design ventures? Fans are speculating wildly, and honestly, the clues are everywhere. But not everyone's buying the graceful exit story. Some insiders think something else forced Kendall's hand. Let's talk about the darker rumor. The backstage rumor. Why now? A few blind items floating around celebrity gossip forums claim Kendall's been unhappy with the fashion industry, citing toxic competition, pressure to stay relevant, and creative burnout. Some even speculate that Kendall wants to avoid being typecast as just a pretty face and show fans she's more than a model, she's a businesswoman and creative mind. Others whisper that the constant scrutiny, from her relationships especially with Bad Bunny to the Kardashian family drama, pushed her to find something more grounding. And let's not forget, fashion is brutal. One day you're the face of Chanel, the next you're replaced by someone 10 years younger. Maybe Kendall's simply refusing to let the industry decide her exit, she's deciding it herself. So, could this be her smartest move yet? What do you think? Is Kendall escaping the chaos, or stepping into a whole new spotlight? Whatever Kendall's next chapter looks like, one thing's clear, she's in control. Whether she's walking away from the runway or walking into a design empire, she's shaping her future her way. And honestly, that's iconic. But here's the big question. If Kendall is saying goodbye, who's next? Could Kylie be preparing her own career switch? Or could we see Kim stepping back too? Stay tuned, because the Jenner-Kardashian empire is always evolving, and this might just be the beginning of a massive shift. If you loved this juicy breakdown, make sure to subscribe to Celeb Juices, drop a comment with your theory, and check out our next video where we dive into Bad Bunny's Super Bowl headline rumors and how Kendall's absence could send a hidden message. This is Celeb Juices, where the gossip never sleeps, and neither do we. See you in the next one.